The surrender of Nazi Germany on May 8, 1945 marked the end to the war in Europe, but the war in the Pacific with Japan still dragged on. Japan, after the Potsdam Declaration, failed to ultimately surrender and looked like they would fight to the end. The Potsdam Declaration threatened the Japanese with prompt and utter destruction if they didn't comply. Truman was faced with a decision. General Douglas MacArthur and other top-ranking officials favored a more conventional bombing and invasion of Japan that could have resulted in 1 million U.S. casualties, while Secretary of War Henry Stimson and the Manhattan Project scientists claimed the use of the new atomic bomb could bring the war quickly to an end.
But before going ahead with the new bomb, Truman gave the Japanese one last chance to surrender. The Americans had broken secret Japanese codes and could decipher military and diplomatic cables. So they knew their demands for total unconditional surrender had been seen as a threat to the Emperor. Now they decided to alter the terms and give the Japanese a way out. Prime Minister Suzuki announced that his government would ignore the Potsdam Declaration. He used the word mokusatsu, meaning to kill with silent contempt.
Japan, unaware the Allies had the atomic bomb, insisted on trying to call the Allies' bluff and decided to fight the war to the end. On August 6, 1945, the world's first atomic bomb was deployed on the city of Hiroshima in Japan. Hiroshima, located 500 miles from Tokyo, had a population of about 350,000 people. The crew flying this 9,000-pound uranium bomb in an American B-29 bomber was the Enola Gay. At 8:15 in the morning, the atomic bomb codenamed Little Boy was dropped 2,000 feet above Hiroshima. With a blast radius of 5 miles, Little Boy wiped out 90% of Hiroshima and killed 80,000 people immediately, not including the tens of thousands who also later died from radiation exposure.
All of a sudden, bang! Flash in the sky. Pure white. I saw the bones on my fingers as though I was looking at X-ray. So intense.
This is the only footage ever taken of this atomic explosion. Scant documentation of an event that changes the course of history. It's the highest death toll ever caused by a single weapon. Yet Japan continues to fight. 3 days later, on August 9th, the United States drops a second atomic bomb. This time on the city of Nagasaki. Another 40,000 die. Japan formally surrenders 3 weeks later. The world's bloodiest war is finally over.
The use of these two atomic bombs on Japan did more than just end the war. Not only did the bomb's radiation give cancer to many Japanese, but it also showed the world the damage of this new warfare. The economic burdens put on the Japanese after these two bombings put the Japanese in decades of recovery. This bombing showed the world the mass destruction these weapons could cause, and played a part in avoiding nuclear warfare in the Cold War. The use of atomic warfare on Japan at this time generated much controversy on if it was morally correct to use in war. After this event, groups like ICAN and other Christian groups were created to stop and prevent the usage of these nuclear warfare ever again. The two bombs used on Japan in World War II still remain the only usage of atomic warfare in the world's history. But still the question exists, will this warfare ever be used again?